In India, we often complain that criminals go unpunished after committing heinous crimes like murder and kidnapping. Now, at least 2 cases have come from UP that show that sometimes people could spend years in jails even when no crime has been committed. In both the cases, the women who are thought to be murdered were found alive, living with a new identity, while the men named by their families as murderers were jailed. In the most recent case in Vrindavan, a 26-year-old woman who was thought to have been murdered by her husband and his friend 6 years ago was found living with her second husband in Dausa, Rajasthan. On the other hand, the first husband, Sonu Saini, and his friend spent 18 months in jail before being granted bail. The police arrested the husband and his friend after the woman's father claimed an unidentified body as that of his daughter. And how did the cops come to know that the woman was still alive? Well, it was the family of the first husband that did all the hard work and traced the woman, as they were convinced that she had eloped. Well, the surprise doesn't end here. In fact, 2 policemen were actually given a cash reward for arresting these 2 men, whom we now know to be innocent. The woman, who was in possession of 2 Aadhaar cards, has been now detained by the police. Another case came to light in Aligarh about a week earlier. A minor from Aligarh, who was thought to have been kidnapped and murdered 7 years ago, was found to be allegedly living with a husband and 2 kids in Hathras. And for 6 years, the supposed killer has been languishing in jail. In this case too, the case was cracked not by cops but by the mother of the accused. She was conducting her own investigations with the help of locals and traced the girl. After the police were informed, they brought the woman, who is now 22 years old, to record her statement before the magistrate. The police would also try to get a court order for a DNA test to ascertain her identity. What do these cases show? Well, the police are too keen to solve the case as soon as possible and arrest the prime accused. Afterwards, once the public pressure dies down, cops lose interest and the accused either languishes in jail or gets bail after a few years. Those who feign to be dead, the 2 women in these cases, are only trying to make a new beginning in life, leaving their past behind. But their actions had consequences for those who were treated as accused, who are now the real victims in these cases. Another important angle is about the unidentified body that was thought to be of the Vrindavan woman. In case where a badly mutilated body is claimed by a family, the police should be conducting a DNA test. If this had been done, the father could not have claimed that the body was of his daughter. Another interesting case that comes to mind is that of a woman from Greater Noida, Payal Bhati, who killed another unrelated woman, disfigured her face, and dressed the corpse in her own clothes. All this because she wanted her family to take her for dead and elope with her boyfriend. In this case, the police were able to unravel the plot quicker, but not before the woman's family cremated the body of the victim, thinking it was Payal's body. Here too, DNA testing could have helped. That's all for now. Keep watching Times of India.